Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new live stream, guys. And today it's earnings Q3 for 3 companies that I would love to look with you into those numbers together. So first of all, Netflix. I don't know if you are a Netflix investor or there is some Netflix fanboys out there or fangirls out there as well. Make sure to let me know in the live chat right now. Then we having iRobot, which is, a stock that we talked about a couple of times already here on this channel, and then we didn't actually follow it up. I always thought that this is a fantastic stock, to be in. And finally, we will talk also about Snapchat, the big social media giant that couldn't or didn't wanted to sell out to Facebook, and all of that, in a very, very interesting stream. So let me know where you are following. Make sure to smash that like button and follow me on Instagram, Wolf of Dubai Danny. Very easy to understand and to put right now into your Instagram to not miss there any content I'm posting there almost daily as well. Stories, pictures about my life, about the stock market. So stay tuned there as well. So we have people from Birmingham, we have people from Miami, we have people from Italy, we have people from Austria, we have people from Finland, we have people from Italy, we have people from Spain, and we have our member Mario, we have our member API, sorry, and Ryan Townsend from Miami. So, let's have a look towards the market today. The market is a little bit volatile these days. Stimulus, no stimulus, stimulus. This is, the headlines that are currently, going up and down the news outlets, right? So, the S&P 500 plus 0.6%, Dow Jones 0.55%, Nasdaq 0.4%, all positive. And if we are talking about those numbers that we are waiting for, and I have here CNBC, they are also very fast giving us those numbers, but also, we have here the earnings whisper numbers. So what is the earnings whisper numbers? Those are the, let's say, estimation, what the street thinks is happening. And this is very important, guys, because if we know what is going on with the expectation and then the numbers are coming, then you will see what happened with the stock if the numbers are beaten. Here we have an earnings whisper number, which is 2.19, and the consensus is 2.13. So the consensus is just, the, let's say, average of so many different analysts and banks. Then the whisper number is a very own product and estimation by Earnings Whisper. So revenue at $6.38 billion, guys. So this will be quite interesting if we can beat there. And at Netflix is always the question, what is happening with subscriptions, right? Subscriptions, as more subscriptions, the better the future of Netflix look like, because it's all about those people that want, register and stay as long as possible for those money that is monthly earned by Netflix. Then the next one is obviously Snapchat. Snapchat is still not making really money. This could change tonight, right? Because the earnings whisper number is quite tight with $0.04 negative. The consensus is $1 more negative, and revenue as of 547. I think this should be possible to beat. So let's see how this will further develop. And last but not least, the numbers for iRobot. $1.2 is the earnings whisper number, and the consensus is about 0.97 with a revenue of $314 million. We have people from Cornwall, England, New York, We have people from cloudy South Florida as well, Spain and Italy. Thank you very much for tuning in as always. Now, so we have just 1 minute after midnight right now. So this is now always the waiting game, guys, just before the numbers come out. So let's have a look. Netflix should have an investor relation website, which is the part of the website that is dedicated for those investors like us. And yeah, so as you can see, nothing is out yet, as I can see. Is it? Oh, actually, I think that's it, guys. I think they just released their numbers. So let's have a look. So expected was $6.38 billion, and in this letter that we just opened here, we have 6.8. Yeah. So it's a nice beat, almost 10%. We think this is primarily due to our record first half results and the pull forward effect we described in our April and July letters. In the first 9 months of 2020, we added 28 million paid memberships, which exceeded the 27.8 million that we added for all of 2019. So huge growth. As you can see, this pandemic, right, gave Netflix just this huge push. And let's have a look like the Netflix stock react after hours, which is negative. So after hours -6%, and Netflix is known to be very volatile after the earnings. Okay, so Netflix earnings are out here. The numbers here we go. Earnings per share quite under the expectations. So $1.64 versus $2.14 expected according to Refinitiv consensus, and revenue beat a little bit. Why they have different numbers than we had in the letter? However, total net global subscribers addition 3.57 million, which is interesting. Oh, and look at this. So Netflix has tightened up its subscription practices in recent months. In May, the company said it would proactively cancel customer subscription if they hadn't watched anything in a year and didn't respond to outreach messages. This month, several outlets reported that Netflix had phased out its 30-day free trial offer as it experiments with new marketing tactics like letting prospective customers watch a sampling of a show on their platforms or YouTube. So all in all, with those numbers, you definitely don't catch a fish, and therefore I can really understand why the stock is just selling off after hours now, almost 6% after hours, so below $500 for Netflix. Okay, guys, so this is quite interesting. Let's have a look if we have the other numbers for Snapchat. So Snap investors relation. Let's see if we have here numbers already as well. Snap is a camera company, of course. Then let us see quarterly results. View all results. So no, not yet, guys. So those numbers by Snap are not out. Let's have a look what actually the letter actually said. Yeah, but the streaming paid memberships it's not so bad. I mean, the growth, guys, think about it. Netflix is now so well known that how much growth do you want to expect from this company, right? So the question is how they want to further grow, and this is just a couple of things that they really can do, which is obviously having more and more content to bring new people in. They can raise their membership, obviously, and they can introduce maybe some advertising or sports. But however, they always said no sports, no news on Netflix, so they don't want to become a media outlet. So the things are, let's say, quite limited therefore. So let's have a look if Snap is reacting in some kind of way. After hours minus 2.85%, it seems that the quarter earnings still not out. So we still need to wait a bit. Yeah, and the headline's obviously saying it all. Netflix earnings are out. Here are those numbers, and yeah. Let's have a look. So, Snapchat. Still nothing, guys. Nothing for Snapchat. Let's have a look for iRobot real quick. For those, let me know, guys. Are you invested in iRobot, Snap, or Netflix? Let me know in the comments or the live chat right now. So, iRobot investor relation. Here we go. Let's have a look if we have something already. Okay. Wow, okay. They beat the expectations quite well. You remember we had something around 300 million of revenue. Well, they did 413 million. Right? You remember we had an estimated of 314. They actually did 413, so huge, and an increase of 43% from the third quarter of 2019, which is fantastic, guys. So this company had always nice growth, nice and steady, nice consumer product, very interesting product, right? With this self-driving robots in your house, right? 75% growth in the US, that's huge. Then obviously lots by online orders. Then they had the income of 81 million, which is also fantastic, right? On those 413 million to have a operating income of 81 million is not bad. And the GA net income per share was 3.27, which compared to the earnings whisper numbers is huge beat, guys. A huge beat. Let's have a look how the stock react. They should be quite well. Yes, and we see here 7%, okay? 7% after hours. So great results for iRobot right here, guys. So here, so you see me, hi. Yeah, 7%, that's, huge beat by iRobot here. Very, very, very interesting numbers, a huge increase. And I think that we shall see definitely more than $1 billion in revenue in 2020, which is fantastic, right? Obviously, gross profit, almost half of it, guys, crazy. And then the operating income about, 120 something or 130 something, which would result in about 10%, which is not bad, guys. Really, really nice. I think the stock was also beat down so much. Let's have a look. Year to date, we could buy a share of iRobot for $37, guys. Okay, we are now crossing more than 100, so triple almost your money on this investment. So very interesting. Also pre-market already they rose 5%. So yeah, you could basically make a very nice buy here with iRobot. Let's have a look if Snap is still not having their results, unfortunately, guys. Okay, unfortunately not yet. This is the last company that is now missing with the numbers. So yeah, so far, guys, interesting. Netflix unfortunately missed the expectation and the stock goes down quite significantly, while those shares by iRobot absolutely, you know, showing us that the and you know, this is something I want to clarify. Something I really like consumer related companies, okay, like iRobot. They have this, you know, power to design the product, to really create the next big thing with their product. They control their R&D, their design, and everything, you know. So it's so much better to invest in a company, in my personal opinion, that has the end consumer product, because you know, if you are just a supplier for a company, then, you know, if for example your biggest client is Apple, then you are so dependent by Apple, and if Apple goes down, you go down as well, or your stock go down as well, right? So Ryan Townsend is saying, wife loves that robot, dog not so much. Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for staying here with me. And still no earnings by Snap, guys. You see, here usually, where is my mouse? Here's my mouse. So this is the investor page by Snapchat, and you usually, you know, you can see, you can click here the Q3, but not yet. Usually, let's see how it looked like for the announcement of 2019. Q3 2019, revenue increased 50%, daily active users increased 13%, operation cash flow improved 43% year over year. So very good growth numbers still, right? Though at the daily active users, I would say, which is one of the most interesting number for those companies in the social media field, that's absolutely, you know, not that great. You know, 13% for a growth company, you need to have lots of faith that this company further will make sure to grow better, right? So yeah, nothing so far. Let me have a look. Snap Q3 earnings. So they definitely apparently having the high record share price going into those earnings. Let's have a look into the shares of Snap real quick here. 16% up after hours, guys. So either I missed something here, or it's just, you know, look at this. You could buy Snapchat for about $9 and now it's already 28. So also very interesting. So, you know, March was definitely one of the best times to buy those shares, right? On the website, it's not yet there. So let's have a look. Snap. Yeah, just saying that those analysts are expecting to have great results by Snap. Here, as you can see, those analysts are. But I don't know why we are not seeing those results, because clearly something is happening after hours here, or it's just, the people buying like crazy. So oh, here we go. Latest news. Snap source 16%. So unfortunately not available on their main investor page, but already on CNBC. So let's have a look. So Snap stock price soared 15% after hours on Tuesday as the company posted an unexpected adjusted profit. And this is what I said, guys. I said maybe we will see a profit, right? So company's net loss fall to 200 million, down nearly 12% from last year. With positive user and revenue growth. Snap reported its daily active user at 200 and nearly 4%. You remember we just looked into the 2019 report where we had this 16%. So here you see a small negative for Snap that is slowly, growing. So so we had 1 cent positive profit versus an expected loss of 5 cents. So this is obviously fantastic. Revenue, I said also it's I think it will be a beat over the 555. Global daily active users 4% more than the last time, and the average revenue per user, very important figure for social media companies. So $2.73 versus 2.27 expected. So as you can see, finally, to summarize, Snap with the biggest surprise here, and obviously the 20% almost jump after hours, now 18% up after hours. Then we had iRobot with fantastic numbers as well, with about 6-7% up after hours, and Netflix disappointing in subscriber growth as well as EPS, and therefore the stock is being sold off 5-6%. Therefore, I hope you had a fantastic day so far, and we are back tomorrow morning with breaking news, obviously, hopefully with the stimulus deal, right? I wish you a fantastic day or night, and I hope you stay healthy and safe, and thumb up if you like, and make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, Wolf of Dubai Danny. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I see you in just a couple of hours.